This is a sports catastrophe production. Hey there, hello there. It's Jeff Cardone, and welcome you to another sports catastrophe on this day. And on this day, in 1979, one of the most tragic moments in baseball history happened as Heart of Gold and famous Yankee catcher Thurman Munson passed away from a plane crash. Now, but Thurman Munson was a very good catcher. He seemed to do well. He was actually the fourth overall pick in the 1968 baseball draft by the Yankees, which was amazing. A lot of people don't really look at MLB drafts and care about positioning because it's a crapshoot. The Mets went with Tim Foley. Oakland went with Pete Broberg, who basically went to Seattle. I think he was a Mariner. Marty Cott went to Houston. And then Thurman Munson, when he went, Kent State, he was a catcher. So wait for it. Bobby Valentine was in that draft too. Remember him? Yeah, he's better manager than player. Other members who were picked in the 1968 draft. Second round, Bill Buckner went. Bert Hooter went in the 5th round. Cecil Cooper went in the 6th round. Doyle Alexander went in the 9th round. Van Oglivie went 11th round. Dwayne Kuiper went 12th round. Bruce Kyson, Steve Stone, Ken Forsch, Bill Lee, Bob Forsch. So the Forsch brothers. So anyway, he would only play one full minor league season in his career. He got promoted to the Yankees August 1969 and never looked back. After Munson did decent, the Yankees decided to trade Frank Fernandez to Oakland. Yeah. So that Munson could be the starting catcher alongside Jake Gibbs. Munson would win the Rookie of the Year in 1970 AL. Anyway, Munson would get one of his first All-Star nod in 1971. And all that. Munson was a pretty good catcher. He was captain of the Yankees too, which was hard to believe. There are captains on a baseball team. Despite the Yankees losing the 1976 World Series to the Reds, Thurman Munson actually had 6 straight hits and 6 at-bats, tying the record set by Goose Goslin in 1924. Anyway, Thurman Munson was actually the guy who encouraged George Steinbrenner to go after Reggie Jackson. But of course, that led to Steinbrenner and Reggie basically having anger towards each other. Well, Reggie actually insulted Thurman by saying that he could be the straw that stirs the drink, but he could only stir it back. And then Reggie sent backup catcher Fred Healy to apologize for those remarks. Munson said 4 bleeping pages. But they did respect each other near the end. Munson in 77 and 78 with his World Series titles became the second catcher at that time to win a Rookie of the Year, MVP, Gold Glove, and a World Series title during his career. Johnny Bench was first, and Buster Posey became the third. The Yankees were not doing so well in 79. They were in 4th place. Munson's wear and tear of catching made him overlooked. He wanted to be traded closer to his family in Canton, Ohio, and Munson figured he would retire. So Munson was flying airplanes for over a year and purchased a Cessna Citation to fly home to his family in Canton on off days. and he was practicing takeoffs and landings at the Akron-Canton Regional Airport. He got 3 touch-and-go landings on a runway and was fine. Unfortunately, on his fourth and final landing on a different runway, he didn't extend the flaps, and the aircraft sunk too low before increasing engine power, meaning the jet clipped a tree and fell short of the runway. The plane then hit a tree stump and burst into flames on Greensburg Road. His flight instructor and friend actually survived, but Munson was in a precarious position, unable to move due to what was originally thought to be the wrecked fuselage of the plane pinning him against the seats. Munson was trapped. Munson was trapped. The other 2 tried to free him, but they missed. Munson ended up dying of asphyxiation because of the toxic substances. And Munson actually has cervical fracture on impact, which made a paralysis, which meant he couldn't move. The NTSB, the safety board, said that it was the pilots failure to recognize the need for and to take action to maintain sufficient airspeed to prevent a stall on the ground. Munson was not wearing the shoulder harness restraint, only a lap belt, which led to his injuries. However, the other 2 people said that the 2 people who survived said that Thurman flew that plane to the last nanosecond because he saved our lives. The day after his death, before the Yankees took on the Orioles in the Bronx, the team paid tribute to their deceased captain in a pregame ceremony. There was an 8-minute standing ovation from the fans. On Monday, August the 6th, the entire Yankee family team attended Munson's funeral in Canton. There were a couple of eulogies given by Lou Piniella and Bobby Mercer of the Yankees. And on Monday Night Baseball, the Yankees would take on the Orioles, and the Yankees won 5-4 thanks to Bobby Mercer's 5 RBIs. There are rumors that Timmy Martinez of the Orioles actually grooved the pitch to Mercer, letting the Yankees win in the 9th inning. I'm just wondering if his grooving of pitches, well, he was a young pitcher, but 4 years later he would screw over the Blue Jays in their chase in the 83 AL East. So anyway, Steinbrenner retired Munson's number 15 upon Munson's death. And the plaque was sent to Monument Park, September 20th, 1980. So Munson's locker was preserved and all that. It was amazing. Cessna actually was sued by the Yankees, but the lawsuit was dismissed. And Munson's widow also filed a wrongful death lawsuit. And it was settled out of court. So thankfully, Thurman Munson did get his widow did get something. But it wasn't that bad. But yeah, it was so sad to see an active MLBer die. I think for that, it's got to be the most sad death of an MLB player during a season. You can basically compare that to Lyman Bostock in 1978 when he got shot by somebody who got the wrong man. You can kind of say about those pitchers who died for the Cleveland Indians in that spring training accident in 93. I don't know, or maybe Ray Chapman, 1920, when he got hit in the head and died from a pitch from Carl Mays. And of course, who can forget 2015 when Jose Fernandez died in a boating accident, which was kind of his fault. But in the end, you can't blame a dead guy. I mean, honestly. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.